What's going on, guys? I want to do a little bit of a training video on entries, right? So a lot of times you're looking at a stock, it's running all day, you're kind of wondering, is it too late to get into the stock? When should you get into the stock? And overall, just coming into the markets, you kind of don't understand. A lot of people just buy on green days, they try to sell on red days. Next thing you know, intraday, you're getting trapped and losing money. So the ticker symbol that I'm going to be using for this example is META, META. This stock is having a phenomenal move of around 4.5% today, and it's a perfect example of two things could have happened in this trade for two completely different traders. Now, trader A could have taken a long position in this particular stock. Let's say you're playing options, you guys bought call options off of the morning because what? Because we're green on the futures, we're green on the pre-market, and as soon as the bell rings, this stock starts to explode higher. Many traders will take that position right off of the bell. Also, let's kind of use some technical analysis here. Let's go to previous day's high, which is right here. If we look at this previous day high price of $171.65, we can see here that 10 minutes off the open, not only do we take out previous day's high, but we put in a new high here at a price of around 172.17. So here is trader A. Trader A will look at this chart and say, hey, we just kind of exploded through previous day's high. I'm going to get long. The market is green. The futures are green. The pre-market is green. I'm going to get long here. So you get long here in those call options. And let's say for the first 1 to 5 minutes, those options go into the green. You're sitting there thinking that you hit a home run trade. Next thing you know, the stock starts to pull back. So you start to look at it and say, well, we've got some support here, here, here. Next thing you know, 10 minutes later, this stock is not only down, but it's down from 172.25 all the way down to 169.87, almost $2. So these contracts are down 40, 50, 60%. Trader A is going to tell himself, man, this trade just completely trapped me. I got faked out. This market sucks. They sell that position to not only look back 2-3 hours later to see the stock trading at a price of 175.30. From an entry point of 172, you're talking about a $3 move that if you would have just held, you would have made fantastic gains. Now, here is trader B, a little bit more experienced of a trader who's not going to experience any FOMO, and a trader who has a strategy, system, and kind of discipline rules set up in place. Here is how I would personally analyze this trade. If this price here, right, let me draw a line here. If this is previous day's high of 171.67, what I would be looking for and telling yourself, and I like to tell the traders in my Discord this, think about if you're going to war, right? Let's say you're on the battlegrounds. Let's say, you're getting ready to fight the enemy. And let's say you are one of the first men in line that is going to be leading the charge. Do you want to be the first soldier crossing the line, or do you want to come in with the second wave of cavalry? Okay, now what that means, I don't know about you, but me personally, I do not want to be the first soldier crossing that line to get my, what blown off, right? So I would rather come in with the next wave of soldiers through there. So when and if we are going to advance and make up ground, I want to be coming in with the rest of the bunch. I do not want to be going in, jumping in to the water 2 feet forward by myself, right? So if we kind of look at what's going on here, yes, we explode through previous day highs and we put in a new high. This is what you tell yourself. I'm going to let this take out the previous day's highs and I'm going to let it pull back, okay? Every experienced trader that you talk to will tell you the same thing. You want it to go through the pivot, put in a new high. You want it to retrace, right? You don't want it to retrace a lot. So we don't want to see this pull all the way back down here and then go back up. We want to just see a nice 30, 40, 50, 60% pullback. And then we want to see it start to firm up. We want to see those bulls trap shorts, and then we want to see it get strong. So as we pull back here off these new highs, this becomes my new entry. If this is previous day's high, we put in a new high over the previous day's high. This now becomes my entry, okay? So just to kind of break it down in trading terms, the 171.67 previous day's high is your pivot. 172.25, which is the new high, becomes your entry. Okay, so we are going to sit back and wait for 172.25 to get taken out, and then we're going to go long. That's the second wave of Calvary. That's where you want to get your bang for your buck, and you'll always kind of notice that second time around is when the bigger move happens, a lot more seamless. So let's just kind of play this out. Here's the new high over previous day. Here's the pullback from a time of 6:35 all the way to around 7:15. So we're talking about 25-30 minutes worth of pullback here, and then here's where we start to firm up, and we started to firm up at this 20-day moving average on the 5-minute time frame. Now all my traders know how much I love the 20-day moving average, how much I use it. We pull back into the 20-day moving average, we start to firm up and start to get stronger. Now you don't want to take an early entry here, even though saying you don't want to tell yourself, well, if we do take out highs, I'd rather get in down here. Well, what if we get in here and then this trickles around sideways and rolls back over? So you don't want to get caught before we take out the previous day's highs. But as soon as we take out this new high, this is where you want to enter on this candle here at 7:45 a.m. This is your second wave of Calvary. This is your big green engulfing candle bar here. This is where you want to place your money into the trade. You can see as soon as we do take out that new high of 172.25, which took out the pivot of previous day's high, that's when this started to really explode from 172.25 all the way up to a high price of 175.13. Again, fantastic trade. That's the way an experienced and consistent trader is going to trade. With that being said, if you guys are serious about learning how to trade, I mean, on a serious level, we know 2022 investors are getting absolutely crushed. However, day traders, scalpers, short-term swing traders are making boatloads of money right now in this market because it's a trader's market. It's a stock picker's market. If you understand technical analysis, you can drive cash flow home. With that being said, if you guys are looking to trade with me each and every single day live, get these levels live in real time, get these call outs, and trade with an other group of experienced traders who are doing this each and every single day. You guys want access to my strategy on how you guys can find stocks, when you guys can enter stocks, and how exactly it is I trade. I offer 2 courses also that come along with that. Visit my website at evolutiontraders.com, become a gold lifetime member. You're going to get access to that Discord community, as well as 2 trading courses, as well as one-on-one mentorship. With that being said, I will see you guys all in the next video.